Hi trainers, it's me, Professor Hazel, and today's video is a little bit interesting. So we've heard of Pokemon being creepy or downright terrifying, but how about the ones that would actually hurt you, or worse? So without further interruption, let's get into it. Pokemon are absolutely horrifying, and I bet I'm not the first to say that. We aren't just talking about plain creepy, I'm talking about some malicious and downright dangerous levels of terrifying. We all know about the likes of Gengar, right? Well, the existence of this Pokemon is what brought about the video today in the first place, and is the reason why I won't include it in the actual list. Here's just a taste of what this video will feature. Gengar's Pokédex entry in Pokemon Sun mentions this. It apparently wishes for a traveling companion. Since it was once human itself, it tries to create one by taking the lives of other humans. And that's not even the worst of it. Here's its Mega's Pokédex entry. It tries to take the lives of anyone and everyone. It will even try to curse the trainer who is its master. So aside from Gengar, which Pokemon should you watch out for? Is your cute fuzzy Eevee going to secretly kill you while you sleep? Number 5. Frostlass. So, do you think you're a likable person? Weird question, I know, and I'm willing to bet most, if not all of you are. Yes, even you, I can see you. My point is, being a likable and personable person is extremely useful for making and maintaining relationships in everyday life. And the truth is, while not everyone will like you, very rarely will anyone go to great lengths just to prove that they don't. On the other hand, many people enjoy proving just how much they do love you. This Pokemon, however, yeah, Frostlass will make sure you know just how much they love you. Its Pokemon Sun entry says this. When it finds humans or Pokemon it likes, it freezes them and takes them to its chilly den, where they become decorations. So, if this Pokemon just straight up likes your vibe a little too much, it can and will not hesitate to freeze you and use you as a human chandelier. Additional question, if you were a piece of furniture, what kind of furniture would you want to be? Also, at what temperatures do you think the human body can survive? According to Mayo Clinic, when a human's body temperature reaches about 95 degrees or lower, that's when hypothermia begins to set in. Frostlass, according to multiple Pokédex entries, I'll be using one of the most recent from Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, mentions that it freezes foes with an icy breath that is nearly negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about negative 51 degrees Celsius, and way below freezing. Now, on the United States Search and Rescue Task Force's website, it says that in liquid water that is just 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius, that a person could survive as little as under 15 to 45 minutes. This isn't even close to the freezing temps that Frostlass can shoot out. So, with direct body contact and being completely enveloped in ice, yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. This Pokemon has the power to stop your heart in probably way under that of the 15 to 45 minute mark, and that's because it likes you. So, what would other Pokemon do if they didn't? Number 4. Cacturne. Cacturne is one of the creepiest Pokemon in my opinion, and because of that, it has to earn a spot on this list. When I was younger, I even wrote a creepypasta about it. Maybe I'll read it sometime. While I love its design and sometimes blissfully think one of them could be a potential partner Pokemon of mine, I then remember what its original Sapphire Pokédex entry has to say. If a traveler is going through the desert in the thick of night, Cacturne will follow in a ragtag group. The Pokemon are biding their time, waiting for the traveler to tire and become incapable of moving. Not only that, but other entries confirm what suspicions we can gather from this. Other entries are less descriptive, but given this context, we know exactly what they mean. They describe Cacturne's behavior as hunting or seeking prey, and coupled with the fact that it stalks people and waits for them to become incapacitated, that doesn't paint a pretty picture. So yeah, this Pokemon, given the chance, would simply not hesitate to commit an act of, shall we say, unalivement. Number 3. Gourgeist. So, Gourgeist is a special Pokemon based on the fact that it was one of, if not the first, to feature noticeable size differences in the games. This fact will be important later. Debuting in Generation 6, the X and Y games, and earning a spot in Sword and Shield, we can get a good glimpse of its horrifying nature through a couple key facts in its Pokédex entries. Here's what it says in Shield. In the darkness of a new moon night, Gourgeist will come knocking. Whoever answers the door will be swept off into the afterlife. And not only that, but it mentions this in Pokémon Y. It enwraps its prey in hair-like arms. It sings joyfully as it observes the suffering of its prey. So, not only does it go out of its way to seek prey out, but it finds its prey in the houses and lives of those poor people in Kalos and Galar. And to top it all off, it takes its very human targets and sings joyfully while they suffer. Yeah, this Pokemon would not hesitate. Another interesting fact is that Gourgeist uses its size to its terrifying advantage. In other Pokedex entries, it mentions that if it's small, it acts as a child to take adults away, and if it's big, it will act as an adult to lure children into the afterlife. I hope they don't celebrate Halloween on a new moon, otherwise entire regions would be at stake. Number 2. Kleavor. It is no wonder why Kleavor should be feared just by looking at it. It is tall, menacing, and looks sharp. Its pre-evolution Scyther is nearly just as powerful. Many of its dex entries claim it to be quick, elusive, and strong. It's said to cut down trees with one swipe, and it's nearly impossible to parry its attacks. However, Scyther is never said to specifically attack people in its dex entries, so I was forced to press further. And so, if Scyther is strong, then Kleavor must be scary. And scary it is, indeed. Its Pokedex entry in Legends Arceus, its debut game, has this to say. It is a violent creature that fells towering trees with its crude axes and shields itself with hard stone. If one should chance upon this Pokemon in the wilds, one's only recourse is to flee. Talk about no hesitation, this Pokemon wouldn't even give you the chance to hesitate. Have you seen this thing in the games? It is towering over the player and is definitely a formidable foe. And considering its pre-evolution is nearly impossible to parry, why would this one be any real-life exception? And number 1, the only, Yveltal. Yveltal, the box legendary for Pokemon Y, is a wonderfully designed and powerful-looking Mon. The choice for many trainers in its generation, it could be seen as a popular pick for teams in the endgame. However, is this Pokemon actually evil? Would it spare no expense in destroying its trainer's existence? Your existence. Its Pokedex entry says this: it absorbs the life energy of every living thing and turns into a cocoon once more. So while not technically evil, it still wouldn't hesitate to kill everything with it because, well, it can't. It has no choice in the matter. Well, that's the end of the video, trainers. I really tried to find some Pokemon I don't see covered a whole lot and put it in a video concept that was slightly different than just your average creepy Pokemon video. These Pokemon are 100% certified to unalive you if given the chance, and that's a Professor Hazel promise. Please let me know in the comments what you want to see next, and tell me what your favorite entry was. Consider liking and subscribing. It motivates me to create more videos like this in the future. Thanks, trainers, and have a great day.